Alright folks, out for another walk, and a little bit drizzly, but underneath some of this tree cover we have a tiny little baby redneck keelback. Very common species on our vlog. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time with it, and it's a rainy day, so I want to make sure it can move on and get some cover. But fun little start. We're going to keep it going. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It's drizzly now, which is not too bad, but it would be great if we had a break in the rain. So we'll keep you posted. If we spot anything else, we'll pop back on and show you. Alright folks, we got our next snake, and it's a pretty subadult Chinese cobra. He's on his way up this slope. I'm going to let him get on his way. I've just got a little hook here so we can take a look at him for a minute longer. If we can get him to work through the vines. Try and be as gentle as possible and as careful as possible, because these are a highly venomous species that we've seen on the vlog before. There we go. We'll just bring him down a little lower. There we go. And yeah, highly venomous species, capable of some pseudo-spitting behavior. Not like the traditional spitters, but they've definitely been documented by people I know firsthand to have spit some venom out. Generally, I find they don't tend to do that very much. And this is a very characteristic example of the species. You can see the monocle marking on the back of the head. They're really, really stunning. And there's some faint striping on the body. You'll barely be able to see here. But that's also quite characteristic of the Chinese cobras. And they can be quite a variable species, actually. You might be getting in a hole there, but they can be anywhere from golden color, which we've got a video of a really big golden cobra we found not too long ago that I'll post here. They can be gray. They can be light tan with some pretty stripy markings on the body. And the more common variant is this one, this kind of dark brown, almost black, with some very faint body banding and the distinct monocle marking on the head. So he's gonna figure out this slope eventually, and then we'll have to say goodbye. But right now we've got him in place, so this is actually pretty cool. Again, a relatively common snake. This one's about 1 meter long, give or take, maybe just under that. And they can definitely get quite a bit longer. The golden cobra that we saw was probably pushing 6 feet, which is definitely the biggest cobra, Chinese cobra I've ever seen. King cobras get quite a lot larger. But yeah, really, really stunning example of the species. Really good circumstances to be able to film under as it moves along this wall. And pretty fun find on a rainy day. Not quite sure if we're going to get anything else, but we'll definitely keep you posted if we do. And in the meantime, we can keep an eye on this cobra while it finds its way up the slope. You can see here it's still staying a bit hooded up now. The hood's gone in. And you can actually see why a lot of times these get mistaken for rat snakes. You know, when the hood is not flared, it's actually a pretty innocuous looking brownish colored snake. Now there's the hood again. See if it can find its way through those roots. Like it might just try and hide out underneath that root system until it finds a nice path up to the top. But yeah, this is definitely behavior associated with me being here, so I don't want to hang out too much longer and make sure it finds its way out. But this is why a lot of times people can find snakes hidden up in holes and things like that. A lot of times they're avoiding predation. Alright, well this one's going to find its shelter in there and then move on when we're gone, I think. So we'll go ahead and make our way out. Cool find. We'll check back in again if we find something else. Alright folks, we got our next snake, and it's another redneck keelback. It's about sub-adult size and pretty typical for the species. So we're just letting this one move along its way, and we're going to keep on walking. Not too much more to do for us, so this may be the last one of the day, but not bad. 3 snake day on a rainy day, so expectations were low to begin with. Anyways, we'll check back in if we find something else. If not, see you at the next session. Alright, we're out for another walk. We actually just found a giant common rat snake, but it got away. And now we've got this Chinese mountain water snake. Pretty common find around the streams and stuff of this area. And we've seen it a lot on the vlog. I'll link a few videos here. But yeah, decent start. We've just begun, so we're going to keep going. And we'll check back in as we find more. Alright folks, it's been a little bit slower than anticipated since we found that last mountain water snake, but we just came across this juvenile white-spotted slug snake. Another common feature on the vlogs. These are snail-eating specialists and slug-eating specialists with specially hinged jaws to ratchet snails out of their shells. And actually, they tend to prefer snails a lot more than slugs. I've actually never seen one eat a slug, but I've seen them eat snails. And this one needs to get moved to a slightly safer location, which we're going to do right now. He's not happy, obviously, so I'm going to not keep him on any longer. But fun find. Again, a common one, but, you know, haven't found much in the last hour or so. So happy to find this. Alright, we'll let him go, and we'll check back in with you as and when we find the next one. Alright, we have come across an interesting scene here. We have 2 of Hong Kong's smallest species of snakes. You may be able to tell what they are. For those that are new to the vlog or our species here in Hong Kong, on the right, you have a subadult white-spotted slug snake. And on the left, you have Hong Kong's smallest species of snake, a common blind snake. And just to give you a sense of how small they are, that is my hand, that is the blind snake, and that is the slug snake. So this is just a tiny little roadside gutter that they can climb their way out of on these textured walls, so we don't really have to worry too much about these, and they're right next to some green area as well, so I think we're going to be able to observe them and then leave them to their search for food tonight. Might help that blind snake out though. But yeah, kind of a cool scene to see them right next to each other like this. Anyways, a couple of common species, fun to find. We are on the walk out, so I don't expect to see much more, if anything, but if we do, we will check back in and show you.